r/AntiWork. 4. College students do not have to go into debt to get a degree. They can work their way through, like many of us did before the day of student loans. Mom, you were classmates with Moses when college classes cost only a few shekels. In honor of Clark Griswold, what's the crappiest bonus you ever received? Self-explanatory. Had a boss hand me a certificate that said, "Get one night free when you rent out my Airbnb for 5 days." 2 movie theater tickets, like a redeemable gift card thing, while movie theaters were closed due to COVID. It was a special thanks for being an essential worker. Ugly blanket with company logo. A bit later, the company sent an email asking for donations to help with Hurricane Katrina aid. The next day, an amended email was sent saying they did not need any more blankets. My old boss who fired me just begged me to come back. I was typing out a long story about how my old boss screwed me over by firing me without any heads up, despite knowing for weeks he'd be letting me go when he did. But long story short, I got a call this morning from him asking if I could come in and work just this week, Christmas week, since they fired too many people, and nobody left wanted to work Christmas Eve. I told him I'd already gotten another job, which is true, but I don't start until January, and hung up. I'm still pissed off, but that made up for it just a little bit. Hey, I sent you and Jeff a text a couple of hours ago, and just wanted to make sure you got it. I did. I'll look at it when I'm clocked in tomorrow. Thanks for the update. My parents told me that reporting my boss for USERA was holding them hostage. Context: I am a 20-year-old who is a disabled veteran. USERA is basically what protects me from being fired for going to my VA appointments and such. It's a big deal when your employer violates it. The situation: I worked for a major retailer. I won't name them, I will call them WM. WM says they are pro-military, they're not. I had a VA appointment for mental health. I request that day off more than 3 weeks in advance. Requirement was 2. It's not so much a request, as it's supposed to be guaranteed by federal law. It gets denied. I tell my boss that I'm taking that day off. He said that if I do, I get fired. It was the day before the 4th of July holiday. I say that's illegal, and will have a lawyer look into it. I have my lawyer email them a copy of USERA, and WM backs down. I tell my parents this, and they said I was in the wrong. I was holding them hostage. After getting rejected from now over 200 jobs I applied to, I can confidently say that getting a master's was the biggest mistake I have ever made. Boss says we have to answer calls on day off. Boss texted 3 of us, on our days off, to see if we could pick up a shift. Nobody responded, and personally I would take that as a no. Well, she got pissed, and during our next shift she pulled us 3 aside together, and said that if you are called or texted on your day off, you must respond or get written up, even if it's a no. Guess who's never going to pick up a shift again? I live with my mom. My mom tested positive for COVID. I'm feeling sick. I'm asked to still come into work. I work at a retirement home. Edit. Going to get tested now. Thanks everyone for the support. I need insurance because I need my psychiatric meds, but you all are right. I really shouldn't go in. Hopefully I get the results back before 6 PM and don't have to burn bridges, but otherwise, any advice as to what I should tell her, and how to not give in at the first sign of adversity would be appreciated. Thanks again for all the support. Okay, for real last edit. For anyone who is still invested, the test came back positive, and I intend on spending my quarantine looking for new work. I realize this is a controversial take, but maybe being one blown tire, one broken bone, or one paycheck away from homelessness and financial ruin at all times, isn't actually freedom the way we were raised to believe it is. I'm sick of employers wasting my time testing for weed in a state where it's been legal for almost a decade. Stay out of my personal life. If I wanna smoke a bowl on my own time, after slaving away for you all day, that's my business. You wouldn't give a fuck if I was getting sloppy drunk every day, but oh no, if I wanna get high and play Super Mario Bros after work, I'm suddenly unemployable. I got a 30-day suspension in a legal state. Part of the stipulation was I went to and at least saw a drug counselor once. She said she didn't see why I was there for marijuana. I asked her to sign me up for as many visits as my company would pay for in that 30-day period. We had 6 visits where I would pop in, say hello, give her therapy pup a pet and a treat, and walk back out. She got paid for every one for an hour and a half. After weeks of consideration, we have decided to go with another candidate who is better suited to our needs at this time. It was noted during your interviews, you told both our recruiter and the hiring manager that they wasted your time because they were late, and you took time off from work just to hear a lowball offer, and that we should have posted the salary range in the job description. We told you that we do this so people won't apply just for the money. After which you replied, "What money? Thank you for your time and consideration." For those wondering, I will pay over $11 billion in taxes this year. That's 4.5% of your net worth. You paid 3.27% between 2014 and 2018, and no federal taxes at all in 2018. You made $36 billion in one day in 2021. Most US people pay 10 to 37% in federal taxes and up to 13.3% in state taxes. Stop vying for sympathy from people who pay, and pay your fair share. Hey boss, on Friday my fiance tested positive for COVID. I have a test scheduled for tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure I got it too. Keep in mind, the company is no longer paying any COVID call off. You need to use your personal paid time off if you have available. If you don't have any, it will be 0 for the day. Okay. I will need to remove Christmas payday as well. It's in the HR policy when calling out during the holiday. Whatever you need to do, man. Not even like a hope you're okay or anything like that. Just some BS about pay. Thanks man. I want to keep you in the loop, and I don't want you to be surprised, because I need to keep the company in the loop as well. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more like it. Comment below if you know any subreddits that you would like featured on the channel. See you in the next video, fellow Roma.